Welcome to Barricade Rides. I'm at Emerald City Harley, the best place in the world to buy a Harley-Davidson. I'm here with my good friend and brother, David. He's the fitness specialist. Remember, don't call him a salesman. So we're
doing... As I said yesterday, you can call me anything if you buy a bike. So,
so we have a versus video. We're going to do the 2021 Street Bob versus the 2020 Street Bob. They're both fantastic bikes, but it's going to give you a closer look to see the differences and the similarities between last year's model and this year's model.
Hey everybody, so I'm going to show you the 2020 versus the 2021 Street Bob. This is one of the coolest bikes, in my opinion, one of the coolest bikes that Harley makes. And the reason is, it's a perfect bike for somebody that wants to get into riding for the first time, but you want something a little bit more than a Sportster. Like, let's say you're going to be going on some trips or going on some longer rides with some of your friends. This bike will keep up. It's the big twin, it's a 6-speed, it's really comfortable. This has one of the lowest seat heights in the entire Harley-Davidson line. So it's just really comfortable. When you sit on this bike, you really feel like you're sitting in the bike versus on the bike. So it just gives you that feeling of control. It's super lightweight, feet flat on the ground. It's got these great mid controls, which are super easy because for a newer rider, when you come up to a stop, there's your ground, right? It's that simple. With forward controls, sometimes it can feel a little harder to get your foot down. So anyway, great control, great setup. These mini apes really give you some nice pullback so your arms aren't locked. It's a really comfortable riding position just right out of the gate. This also has, as I mentioned, the Milwaukee-Eight. It's the big twin. It's the 107. Really, really nicely powered on this bike. This 2-into-2 exhaust is awesome. It has a little cross pipe. Disc brakes up front, disc brakes in the rear. Just a fantastic bike. It's even got this display on the bike, which is really cool. Super easy to read. It's right at the right height for you to be able to see when you're riding, not have to, look way down at something on top of your tank. All of the information you need about this bike is right here. It's just kind of amazing, including your fuel gauge, your total miles, your trip A, your trip B, a clock. It's even got, one of the settings is the RPMs. So you can get the RPMs that you're turning, and then when you're riding, it actually will show you what gear you're in. So for somebody that's trying to get used to riding for the first time, it takes a lot of that guesswork out of it. So it's just really, really well set up. This is in a gorgeous vivid black color with the charcoal pinstripe. Just a really great looking bike. And these also perform really nicely too. They're pretty high off the ground, so they got a nice lean angle. You can throw a rear pillion seat on, you can put highway bars, you can put saddlebags, whatever you want to do. This can really become a nice bike for trips or for just going out and carving up the twisties. So this is the 2020. Then you go to the 2021, and you might wonder, why would I pay more for a 2021? Why would I look at a 2021 when I know I can get a deal on a 20? I'll show you a few things that changed. The biggest change is this. This bike now comes standard with the 114. On a bike this light, it's about 650 pounds. That's incredible power on this bike. You got great torque, great acceleration, super responsive. Not only did they move it to a 114, but they also added a rear pillion seat, which is removable with a couple of screws, and they added rear passenger pegs. So now you've got a way to carry your passenger. The previous year didn't come with a rear seat. The other thing that they did was they changed the graphics on the tank. And I just think this orange logo with that Harley-Davidson one, I think it's really classic styling. It really stands out, and it really helps this bike kind of pop just a little bit. So you got the 114, you got the rear pillion seat, you've got the rear pegs, and you've got this awesome paint job. And Harley-Davidson, get this, only raised the price $400. There is no way you could add all of that to this bike for $400. So it's a tremendous value. it's still got all the stuff about the bike that I love, that low seat height, low center of gravity, great bars. I mean, this bike is just comfortable. Like, I could go all day on this bike. It's pretty amazing. So you want to talk about a great value in more or less an entry-level Softail. It doesn't feel like an entry-level Softail. It feels like a much better bike. This 114, you can upgrade it just like you can on the other bikes. You can put this thing up to a 131. I don't know why you would on this bike, but it sure would be fun. So anyway, I'm a huge fan of this particular bike. It's one that's really being featured by Harley right now. If you haven't ridden a Street Bob, you really should. It's a wonderful bike. So come on by, we'd love to show it to you. We have the 20s still, we have the 21 in stock. Whatever fits your budget, whatever fits your taste. We've got great selection here. So the main thing is this is just a wonderful bike to get into.
And how does everyone get a hold of you?
They can reach me here at the store at 425-921-1100. Or you can stop in. We're here right now, Tuesday through Saturday. We'll be going to actually 7 days a week, starting at the end of February. So we'll be here every day to be able to take care of our customers. But I'm one of the more senior people on the floor here now. So I spend quite a bit of time here. And anybody that has a question, give me a call, send me an email. Let's find a time to bring you in and have you try some bikes.
And make sure you tell him Barricade sent you when you come in.
Absolutely. Barricade's our buddy. We love Barricade and Batsy. You know, something just occurred to me on these bikes. If you like chocolate cake with that really nice creamy chocolate frosting, this bike will not disappoint. If you're more of a German chocolate with that coconut pecan and the frosting, and it's just like my favorite, my birthday's coming up here in a few days. I'm hoping my wife's gonna make me one. She knows it's my favorite. This is German chocolate. It's just got that extra punch and beautiful bike. So yeah, come on by. I love talking to people about motorcycles, and I'd love to show you these bikes or any others that we have on our floor.
Yeah, guys, make sure you come in, make David earn his paycheck. Don't let him sit here twiddling his thumbs.
Don't want to be bored.
All right, thank you guys for checking this out. 2021 Street Bob versus the 2020 Street Bob. Both fantastic bikes. But like David said, you got chocolate cake, you got German cake.
Go with the German chocolate.
They're both fantastic. Both bikes got to be sold. And whoever buys these bikes are going to be absolutely pleased with their purchase.
Without a doubt. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the people that have purchased these from us just love their bikes. They're that great in between, good for distances, good for carving up some twisties. So yeah, you won't be disappointed either way.
They're great bikes to just run as they are, stock. But there's so many upgrades and mods you can do to these things, so it's all up to you. Come hit my boy up at Emerald City Harley in Linwood, Washington, David, or any of the other fitness specialists. They're all awesome. David's my favorite though.
Thanks, man.
So, as always, brothers and sisters, stay safe and ride your ride.